So we have the most comprehensive look into our small business post-COVID yet, and what we have in short is growth has been stymied. Two-thirds of all small businesses have been negatively affected. This is a CPA Australia survey. It found in the Asia-Pacific market, our small businesses performed the third worst for growth, with only Australia and Hong Kong behind us. CPA Australia New Zealand country head Rick Jones with us. Rick, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mike.
What were the metrics you used? I mean, number of days closed, bottom line, what?
So look, we used a few different metrics. We surveyed 4,000 organisations across the Asia Pacific, 300 in New Zealand, and used both those metrics. As you said, the results, particularly from a New Zealand standpoint, and Australia for that matter, were certainly a bit scary.
Is it hard data or a confidence thing? In other words, is it numbers or people feeling a bit, worried?
Sure. Look, it's a bit of both. It's pretty more towards the confidence side, and obviously COVID has certainly escalated the confidence factor. So it's more towards the confidence side than the hard data. Yep.
Who did well?
Look, it comes down to, I think, the overriding feature was those that embrace technology have done well. And when you compare New Zealand to our counterparts in Asia Pacific, there's a stark contrast between those who've adopted technology, whether that's e-commerce platforms, social media, to those in New Zealand. And so, certainly those in New Zealand who have adopted technology have fared better.
Except Hong Kong fared poorly. I would have thought.
That's right.
How do you explain that?
Yeah, look, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure. That was a bit of an anomaly. Sort of New Zealand and Australia sit pretty bottom, and then Hong Kong's not far behind there. So whether that's to do with some of the political upheaval there or not, I'm not entirely sure. But
I was wondering if that was a one-off as well. So what you're saying is New Zealand and Australia, despite what we say about our economic performance and how well we've done and all of that sort of stuff, most of us are still a bit asleep at the wheel when it comes to an online sort of platform, and that's gone and hurt us.
Yeah, it has. And look, the other thing of those surveyed, the age bracket, those in New Zealand compared to Asia, the over 50s, there was a lot more over 50-year-olds in New Zealand small business surveyed, and without taking anything away from the over 50-year-olds, their uptake of social media and digital platforms is slightly less, whereas the demographic in Asia was a lot younger, and that probably played a part as well.
Interesting insight, Rick. Appreciate your time very much. Rick Jones out of CPA Australia New Zealand.